Intro song.
Two Dolts, Chris and Daryl, yeah, they run shit. Current world events and forever on some dumb shit. Fun lit with a Bush Light, especially. Even though they always getting banned, allegedly. Crack a bourbon, peep the sermon, it's just two Dolts. And you know they hold it down like it's two ropes. So crack a bourbon, peep the sermon, it's just two Dolts. Taking over in the game, bringing new hope.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. We had some technical difficulties, and I still think we're going to have them.
Difficult for you to say that, wasn't it?
One more time.
I didn't say that.
What kind of difficulties?
Are friends still here that we made during the break?
Yeah. Kevin and Dave.
He's up there at the bar.
Kevin and Dave coming to you live.
Yeah, they want to give a shout out. We got 2 new fans in the house.
We're going to keep a close eye on the witch meter, apparently.
Which is also the fucking battery, which has dropped 5%.
Yeah. So it's going to be a fast show. Welcome to the podcast. Let's get right into it. Worst New Year's Eves ever. Go ahead. Anyone? See it?
We just gave you your shout out.
We gave you a shout out.
Oh, you're not leaving?
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving.
All right, it's going out the burn. Kevin and or Dave is going outside to burn.
I don't get how you can have something plugged in and says it's still not plugged in. Like, what else are we going to do here?
Do I need to say that might be that Apple?
It's an old computer.
It's not that old, is it? Is it touchscreen? Is it nice?
No.
Looks like
the
it's
fuck
nice.
has a touchscreen? What are you, 9?
I have a touchscreen on my
Yeah, I know.
laptop that you told me to buy for $200.
No, you said here are my choices, and I said this is probably the best one to get for the money that you want to spend. I buy premium shit.
Why don't you buy me premium shit and write it off for this dumbass podcast?
Yeah, this is the thing with when you own a business, everyone thinks, oh, just write it off.
Yeah, so
Hey guys, let's go golfing. Yeah, so you pay, just write it off. Like, it doesn't work like
who
that.
said that? We pay.
You.
No.
I think it is old. I see Kelly Kapowski's prom pictures on there.
Yeah, it's pretty old. It's pretty old. We're holding solid at 33%. We'll call it a day. I'm cool with it.
Battery's not charging. That's the weirdest thing ever, dude.
Dude, no. The second somebody allegedly said something about the alleged occult, it went from 100% to fucking 0. I don't know how that works.
But the thing is, everything is plugged into the same place. So the camera was running, the mixer was running, the TV was on. Everything was good except for the laptop did not want
Except
to
for the
charge.
one thing that the witch didn't want us to put up on the internet. And so that's fine.
So
It just
the battery thing's got the plug-in.
Yeah, we're
in the
holding
meter,
steady.
We're holding steady.
hold the line. Hold the line.
We'll see if that motherfucker starts dropping fast. We're gonna talk fast like those guys in those 30-second ad commercials.
Yes.
Okay. So we left off talking about. Can we say that word?
Blacks?
No.
Oh.
Fucking right over there, dick.
He knows he's black.
It's not. Fucking check, you dumbass.
Oh, she knows she's black too, probably.
Oh.
Does she know her dad? Probably not. Probably not. I don't care.
I know
whatever.
you don't care because you're a fucking idiot.
Whatever.
Jesus fucking
We're making
Christ.
content, dude. We're premium. Now we're at 32%. This is not going to go well.
We have no idea why. Huh? Yep.
No one heard it.
Very sure.
So we were talking about like worst New Year's Eves. You want to do that?
Yeah, we tried that. I don't remember. I don't really. How do you have a bad one? Do you go to watch the ball drop and you don't want to leave to miss the ball drop and you shit your pants? I mean, what's the worst New Year's Eve you can have?
No, I had one. We were having a party at my house, and you know, I put a premium on having friends. You know, my friends. I know. I can't. I don't know what's going on. I was putting a premium on my friends, so I said, "Listen, we're gonna have a party. I'm going to be bouncing around the party, and I'm going to be like talking to my friends. That's it." And so the girl I was dating decided to do 19 shots.
If I was dating you, I would also do.
I totally agree. Yeah. So we rang in the new year, I believe of 2001 or 2002, of her just vomiting into a bathtub. You know, like new year, new you. No.
New Year, same me. I'm not changing this year.
Yeah, because you're the
not gonna.
no, you're the perfect edition of who you should be.
Pretty sure that night is what the Chumbawamba song was about.
Yeah, I get
Tub
knocked
thumping?
down. The-
It was a tub thumper.
yes. Is that what tub thumping is?
I believe it is.
Okay. Yeah.
Tubby thumping. Short.
Actually, tub thumping is when you have to shit at the same time.
That's
and
like
you need to use the bathtub and the toilet.
How the fuck did I get here?
There we go. Okay.
But technically, I think Chris is.
Can you hover on the battery thing?
Jesus. Maybe.
Can you?
No. That's where the keyboard is.
What do you need a keyboard for?
Hang on. So we're here. Mike is
Off.
good.
On.
Okay. You want me to hover on this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 31. We're
Can you
holding strong.
close your laptop, or does your laptop need to be open for all this?
I
to
think
run?
so. I think so.
Okay.
I think so. So
Why don't you go to battery settings and see what's drawing all the fucking power?
I have no idea what's happening.
It's
Kaiser Soul.
just this giant nutsack.
Give me the keys, you cocksucker.
Yeah. Appearance. Yeah.
We are
Battery.
okay. See, now it says it's charging.
Yeah.
Low power mode. Never. Oh, you should definitely turn that on now.
No, if I do it, it's gonna fuck everything up.
Okay.
So
then
let's-
don't do it.
This will be a quick.
Did you
one.
see the battery usage chart? Did you see it fall off?
Not this one.
No.
This one. Battery settings. Got it.
Just watch. It looked like Doge the other day. Go to whatever the.
Yeah. It'll do it.
Okay, right here. See, look at the fucking fall off right there.
Yeah.
And look at what time it was.
Yeah. Right when the witch. It says on the thing the witch story.
Witch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's-
keywords witch.
My bad, guys.
Yeah. I mean, if that doesn't make you believe in the occult a little bit, you know, they say ghosts drain batteries and stuff. You know, I think that's what happened.
Batteries. Semen.
It was worth it.
Yeah. If you're a ghost,
Would
maybe.
you ever fuck another witch?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, based on I'm 1 for 1, man. It was great.
Okay.
I can only go on that. She wasn't like green or like have warts or anything like that.
That you knew of? Do you have warts now?
No.
Okay.
She didn't look like. She's a witch.
Wait. So
Is she a free bleeder? Does she
Green
bleed
black
freely in the creek?
I'm not sure how to answer that, but she was Wiccan. I was Wiccan that.
wait, aren't Wiccan like was that Wiccan? Wasn't that the midgets?
No, it's Willow.
Wicked. Oh, that's right.
Having said that, I technically may have banged a midget too because like the woman I was 4'10". Is that?
I think 4'8" is midget.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think under. Yeah, there's a threshold. We should definitely.
4'10" is kindergarten.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
midget definition. Oh shit! Comes from the word midge, which is a small biting insect.
Never knew that.
Speaking of that,
Wait, hang on.
Billy, did you talk about your most brilliant quote of all time?
I don't know.
My favorite quote from Mike Hurley ever was,
Dude, 410.
"Gay. Does he come out of a cupboard?"
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, that's great. That's very intelligent.
410 is the line.
4'10". Okay, yeah.
4'10".
So nice.
So you did not fuck a midget, or you did?
She was 4'10".
What about 4'9.5"? You think maybe
I
4'9"?
don't know.
She was all 4'10".
So I'm gonna text her when I get back to New Jersey and
Could she
see
go
that
on the
now?
Predator? That's the big thing. Could
Could
she
she
get
be
on a
in
roller
Willow?
coaster?
She'd be in Willy Wonka.
So if she's on her knees,
Pull his mic closer to him.
Pull what?
Pull your mic closer to you.
Yeah, you.
Early. Yeah.
Put your dick on it. Put your dick on it. Put your mouth on that black dick.
I don't know. So we went from 27% to 28%. I think we're going the right direction. We might be able to actually pull off.
It's weird that this thing is saying the battery's not charging, but when you go to battery settings, it
is charging. It's
now
a whole
back
thing.
to 27.
God damn it.
This is the weirdest thing ever. Like everything is plugged into the same fucking power source. Everything's lit. TV's lit. Camera's lit. Lights lit. Mixer's going.
I'm lit.
Yeah. And the laptop will not charge for some fucking weird reason.
It'll charge unless it has to do something, which is great.
Yeah.
I need you to do one thing. We're not. We don't have any other programs going. It just is what it is.
No more tabs open, right?
No. That's it. And I'm scared to do anything. Let's just let it go.
Not talk about it anymore.
We got 10 minutes. We're 10 minutes in. Yeah, I'm not a big New Year's guy. That's all I'm going to say. I think it's kind of arbitrary to go, I'm going to be a piece of shit on Friday, but on Saturday, that's when I get my fucking life in order. I don't think it's worth it. Because you're setting yourself up for failure. I don't think it's worth it.
I'm not a big resolutions guy. I know I fucking suck. Just keep it going all year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think maybe a resolution would be to be okay with how much you are terrible. You know, like I'm not gonna think worse of myself for being who I am. That's good.
My resolution is to be less of a douchebag than I was last year, which is going to be yeah.
Dude, he dresses like,
here we go.
He dresses like the kind of crayons that your kids don't use. You know, like it's always like the bright pinks. It's weird. I know I'm wearing bright yellow.
It's not that. It's not even bright yellow. It's like mustard yellow, and that shirt's a size too small for you.
Dude, it's a large. I'm a fucking large, dude.
You're not a large.
I'm fucking large, dude.
You're not.
Boys, I gotta head out.
Later, Biggie.
Biggie, thanks for coming.
Great seeing you, bud. Love you.
Love you, my man. Take care.
Happy New Year.
Hey.
Yeah, you too.
Early.
We'll be in touch. We got to do the Imperial. Hey, we got to do the Imperial Day.
Yeah, I'm in.
Boys Day, let's go.
I'm in.
John was here earlier. He said he's in too.
Sounds good, boys.
Later.
Later, buddy. Can you get me a beer out there early, please?
Might as well get two.
Might as well get two because he's drinking like everything under the fucking sun. How many are left in there? Is there another one?
Yeah, there's two.
Nice.
All right.
All right. Let's.
Hurley hands you a fucking beer. It doesn't matter how much ice is on top. He's just gonna hand it to you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Doesn't knock it off.
I say we get done with this podcast. We go put $100 on Powerball and see what happens.
Yeah, because you can write it off.
Yeah,
I don't gamble.
yeah, it's a good move. Because you write it off. It's a business expense.
This question got brought to me the other day by a friend of yours in a recent podcast.
Okay.
Participant. This is sports one. So Hurley, you're going to be able to jump all of this. He asked me out of the blue, he must have been having a conversation with somebody else in one of my input, which I don't know why anybody would value that, but whatever.
They don't know you yet. That's
Eli Manning, Hall of Fame worthy,
same.
yes or no?
You got to say yes.
I snapped right away and said yes.
Same thing. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, why wouldn't he be? I mean, what is the argument against him not getting in? Dude's 2-0 in Super Bowls, right?
And then the
And he
stats,
beat the fucking GOAT.
usually longevity gets you in. All-time stats are there. 2 Super Bowls, beat the greatest quarterback of all time. I don't even think it's a debate.
I don't either.
Yeah. I think you have to roll with that. Yeah. Yeah.
First ballot. But there's people out there that will debate that.
Do you think the Hall of Fame's kind of like heavy against quarterbacks? Kind of takes a shit against defensive tackles. Kind of terrible with cornerbacks. Kind of,
It's mostly it's.
But do you think like Steve Tasker, to me, should be in the Hall of Fame because they should at least designate maybe once every 3 or 4 years that has to mandatorily have a special teams type of thing.
I mean, he'd have to be the pioneer of getting in on those type of numbers because that's it. You know, he was
it's an
greatest
untrackable
special
stat.
teams player of all time.
Yeah.
So you're saying the Hall of Fame, we don't want any special teams players representing us because the best of all time is not in there.
But some of the best teams ever were good from quarterback to special teams. Like you can't win it. You can't win the whole thing without having top to bottom shit. You can't have a suspect kicker. And like if KC, and they've gone through a few kickers this year because their guy's been hurt, but like they're winning games by 3 or 4 points, maybe, you know, you have to have special teams to help you bridge the gap. If you get close enough as an offense, time's running out, you got to have someone to make the kick. You pin a guy deep with a punt, they got to go 90 yards to score against you. I mean, most of the strategy in pro football is about special teams. It's not really about offense or defense. It's about, can we get them to play with a long field? That's it.
Yeah.
And guys like Steve Tasker, I believe, should be in the Hall of Fame.
I do too. I'm firmly a big fan of the shit when there was a punt or there was a kickoff or there was a special team event. His name was mentioned
Always.
all the time.
Yep.
So he was always being talked about, and even the guys that were commentating the games said, "One changer that guy can be on special teams."
And then he still played receiver.
Yeah, sparingly, right?
Yeah, but he did great.
He's not getting in based on that. But
there's intangible stats that aren't tracked. To me, maybe once every 3 or 4 years, you got to throw a flyer at some special teams guys.
Me too. Like, there's a lot of guys out there that deserve to be in there, and then a lot of guys that, in my eyes, don't.
Right.
For that same reason.
So they'll go back. The one that gets brought up a lot is Joe Namath.
Right.
He basically, so in the Super Bowl, they won no touchdowns.
Really?
He called his shot. I mean, his stats during his career were okay.
But that to the public was an unwinnable game for the New York Jets.
Yeah.
So I feel like, in just my opinion, a moment got him in. Like he was the first one to call a shot. Biggest upset of all time at that moment.
Yep. And also, he looked like he should be on the Love Boat. Like he was a fucking dude, you know?
Coach, rolling in, banging models,
with Isaac,
cigarettes in the locker room. Yeah.
But that's Eli Manning should be in the Hall of Fame. I agree. Who else is coming up? I'm glad they put Sapp in a couple years ago.
He was a game changer.
He deserves it.
Yeah.
Then you get guys like Booger McFarland or whatever. Like, your name's like Booger. Like, really? We're gonna.
But and why? I'm like, you're throwing out some of these numbers, and if we're just going based off numbers, then throw out all your critical thinking at that point.
Well, then you
just go in by numbers, and it's like, all right, great.
Well, then you get guys. So let's say that your entire career, you're on the opposite side of Bruce Smith, and you rack up crazy numbers, but it's because the entire line is shifting over towards Reggie White, Bruce Smith, Lawrence Taylor, all those guys. Like, you could sneak into the Hall of Fame because you got great numbers because you're single the entire time, or maybe a tight end hedges against you, but that's about it.
But the guy that is getting double teamed and allows you to
that's it. That's it. Somebody was saying that. Do you think that Saquon is probably going to be the last Hall of Fame running back? Because
that's too hard to.
Henry's going in.
What was it like a year or two ago? Everybody was saying they weren't drafting running backs. Running backs are dead.
Yeah.
that position is dying out. And all of a sudden, it seems like this year that running back position got revitalized, and it's all everyone's talking about.
Yeah,
Between McCaffrey and Saquon, and there's a couple other guys.
And McCaffrey might be done at this point. Like he's
Jesus Christ, it's sad.
Yeah,
he's young, he's good, and he's
a white
injuries.
You know?
Come on,
you know?
I think it's trending towards running back by committee, like and you're going to draft accordingly. The Bills are a good example right now. Have three Cook's the main guy, but 3 running backs that are
can get it done.
Yeah.
Well, it's weird. Like Cook will get like 13 carries and go for 105, when a workhorse running back will get 23 carries. You know, so if you look at yards per attempt and all that kind of shit, Cook's way up there, but the availability of the carries is super low. I think in the playoffs, the Bills are going to flip it a little bit. He's going to get 15, 17 carries, and they're going to be more of a bruiser type of thing because
control the clock.
Won't you think that is going to pertain to who they're playing?
Yeah, if you play against like Indy, for example, I think you just go gun show and just fucking score a bunch of points, and Indy's not going to be able to recuperate the difference in the points. If you go against KC, you use Bill Belichick's strategy against the Bills when he was DC for the Giants. We just keep the ball.
Yeah. I mean, it's
10-minute drives.
You're looking. The Bills are going to probably play.
It's looking like Denver.
Yeah.
And Baltimore. Potentially KC.
Potentially, no, they won't. They won't
in
play
the
KC.
AFC Championship.
You're way down the road. I'm talking about first round.
No. Oh no, but they're playing. It's you. We're saying the progression. It's going to go Denver, Baltimore, KC.
Bengals. That is the absolute worst case
If Denver gets in,
now.
the Bengals do not.
Yeah, correct.
So
Denver's playing KC this week, and KC's not going to play
probably
anybody.
going to rest everybody.
Which is great for the Bills because
But
if the Bengals get in, that's a
KC
fucking
can
shit
do
show.
the funniest thing and go, how can we fuck the Bills Mafia right now? You know what? We can play our dicks off
For 2 quarters.
Denver, beat Denver, give Cincinnati that chance to come in because that is the one team the Bills don't want to face right now.
So
who the fuck wants to play the Bengals right now?
Nobody.
But Miami is in before the Bengals. I was just looking at
really?
it today.
Okay.
They
Yeah.
got
All right. Yeah.
the Patriots.
Miami's playing the Jets. So
Jets.
if Kansas City beats Denver and Miami beats the Jets, then Miami's in, and the Bills play Miami.
The Bills,
I would take Bills
the Bengals
all
need-
day on that.
The Bengals need Denver and
Miami
lost.
lost,
Yeah.
and they win, and then they're in. So it's gonna, in my opinion, it's gonna be Denver. KC is gonna lay down. They have
Why would you?
absolutely nothing to play for. Yeah.
The thing about
zone either.
No, but they don't need.
the Bills
They're
can,
locked into the two.
the Bills could actually forfeit and still be the number 2.
Yeah.
So, but how fucked up is it? Like, with I got in a weird discussion with a woman that likes football, which is always kind of a nice thing,
Well,
sometimes.
a lot of women like football. A lot of women don't know football.
But she's like Pat Mahomes heavy, and you're like, tell me when Andy Reid's actually had a bad quarterback. So maybe it's 60% Mahomes, 40% scheme. So I think if Andy Reid's playing with a backup quarterback, still going to be there. Getting people open is still going to be there. The fact that you can throw a 5-yard cross that goes for 27 yards, it's still going to be there. But on the running back side too, 99% of the NFL has gone against like actual tackling. Now
You
these
can't
guys
do that anymore.
They just go for the legs, all that kind of stuff. I think in the next couple of years you're going to see a resurgence of the running back because if you can run it for 5 yards every goddamn play because no one knows how to tackle anymore. Fuck it, go for it.
It's not that they don't know how to tackle; they're scared to tackle.
And like when we were growing up, most defenses were 4-3, 3-4. You're running with either 3 or 4 linebackers. Now you're lucky if you have 2 linebackers, and one of the 2 is our size. He's not a bruiser. He's a guy that can operate coverage, cover the tight end. It's not even equatable. Like if you put Earl Campbell right now, later, dude, we give you a shout out.
All right, Kevin and Dave, have a great day.
you put a guy back there that can get 5 or 6 yards of carry. What the fuck are you going to do? That's what scares me about KC with Pacheco getting healthier.
Hunt.
And they got Hunt now again. And their receivers starting to get healthy. If you start running heavy, you're going to have to rotate in and go to like a 4-3 set. And now the top's off the defense. And now Pat Mahomes can throw it 1 billion yards. That's kind of what the Bills have been doing all year too. Like, we're going to set you up with a couple jabs with the run. And then we're going to get this weird tight end flex. We're going to get wheel routes off of play action. And all of a sudden, we're not even targeting receivers, but we're getting chunk plays for nothing, you know? I just think if I was a coach, I'd Belichick it a little bit and go a little bit more run heavy because no one knows how to tackle anymore.
No, it's that they don't know how. They're afraid to because the rules. There's no. What the fuck defines this hip drop tackle? When you come in and sack the quarterback, you're allowed what 1 or 2 steps after the ball's out. 2, I think.
Yeah, 2.
And then you can't put your weight on them. It's like. So at some point, physics comes into play, and I'm launching myself at this quarterback, right to hit him right shoulder into his chest, and. Wrap up. Isn't that what you're told?
Yeah.
How to tackle? Wrap up.
Yep.
Get your arms around him so he can't get away. Now, if you come down and you don't get your arms out to stop the force of your body landing on him, boom, out comes a flag.
Well, I thought with Epenesa's safety yesterday where he took Rodgers and kind of like rodeoed him a little bit, I'm like, here's the flag, you know?
He didn't slam him. He
He
rolled him a little bit.
He did a good job with it, but you just never know.
But how do you fucking stop yourself from doing it while you're in the middle of a fucking play? It just takes less than 4 seconds.
The worst thing ever is this, like,
I hate it.
Illegal contact down the field. So if you're a receiver and you're running like a punch route where you're going to get to 15 yards and take a stab back and you're in my way, I'm going to run to you. And the first thing you want to do as a person in basketball as well, you want to like put your hands on the guy. And now it's flagged. Almost yesterday, they had 12 penalties and fucking
every other play. Yeah.
And how much are you used to, like, you see a crossing route, maybe the timing's off, maybe the guy ran into somebody, and they just do this, and then magically Laundry gets on the field. It's like, what are we doing? Like, it's like watching a fucking Lakers game with LeBron. Like,
he's so fucking terrible.
I can't deal with it anymore. Your job as a receiver is to create separation.
There's right there in the TV. There's your LeBron of the NFL.
He also does. I think at night, Josh Allen goes home and he fucking falls into his bed.
I think plunge. You think he practices that?
Yes, of course. But the game's set against him. But also, I think Mahomes gets a lot of phantom calls too. You know, he's near the sideline, not out, gets bumped, and they flags.
Mahomes started that bullshit where he runs to the sideline, and you think he's running out, and he stops. The defender gives up because he thinks he's running out,
and he gets 3 or 4 more yards.
And then he's able to throw the fucking ball or whatever. Fucking Josh Allen just started doing that. He's like, if he can get away with it, why can't I? Absolutely, you're playing within the rules, but now you're giving the defender an unfair advantage, or the quarterback unfair advantage, because the defender's got to lay up. Because he's afraid of the flag. And the one time Allen got popped and everybody went nuts. I'm like, he still had a foot in bounds when he threw that ball, and that guy hit him.
And it was a 60-yard completion too, to whatever. But like,
he just chucked.
And the helmet shit too. Like, if I'm gonna hit you with my shoulder, my head's got to be somewhere. You know?
Are you gonna start scratching?
No, I'm good.
Oh, yeah, I was just wondering, your drink's empty and you're looking around like...
Oh, because my drink was empty? Yeah. I mean, I might have a seizure.
You finished, dickheads. Drink that ain't. Dave? I don't know which...
To go back to the Bills, I think they want to run the ball and control the clock because you want to keep it out of Patrick Mahomes' hands.
100%, yeah.
He may be... I mean, I've been watching long enough. I know Brady's the GOAT, but I think Mahomes is creeping up on him. I really do.
So how long's Mahomes been in the league?
7 years?
7. He's got 3.
3 Super Bowls in 7 years.
Yeah.
And Brady was backloaded too.
Right?
Brady won 1 and then went 4 years without and then won 2 in a row. And then went like 6 years without and then won another 2.
And my
Mahomes
statement was
just good.
based more on just seeing where he's at right now, like
Pure
3
talent.
years ago. Like you could watch a game and be like, the Atlantic game, for example, it's not out of it, but Mahomes just does stuff on the field I've never seen. And it
This
sucks.
fucking no look shit. You're
Yeah,
like, what?
fucking flip passes just
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
down, just throws it up, and he's got a guy. It's the same.
And it just never feels like. And their team's not even that good this year.
No.
and they're 15-1. You
Yeah.
know, they just find a way. So just keep it out of his hands. But I feed those 3 running backs all day.
Yep.
You know,
Eat the
Just-
clock up at that point.
eat
right?
the clock exactly.
That's all I would do.
You know, you want to see a 7-8 minute drive just to suck that clock up, and you get 1 possession a quarter. I mean, it's the key to beating the Chiefs.
Yeah.
If both teams.
That's all you can do.
And then maybe it'll come down to the last possession, and hopefully you just pray that it's the Bills that have it last. But
Yep.
in that game, the 13-second game, same thing. Whoever had it last was going to lose a coin flip.
That was
the
a
rules changed since then.
That shit was crazy though. Like, they're like, oh, McDermott should have done this, whatever. Like, how do you even game against that? Yeah, we're we're fucked. It's gonna shut off in 10 minutes anyways. Oh well, I don't know. Maybe
What kind of plug is that? Wait, do you have? Can you plug that into this power pack that's plugged in behind your computer? No, that's plugged in.
I've tried that.
Okay,
I can try it again.
I'm just throwing shit at the wall. We're at 16% and dropping.
Yeah, it's. I tried it into this. I tried it into that. It's still like fuck it. And I guess we could get out of this and just go get drunk.
Run it down.
Yeah, fuck it.
Is there anything else you would like to talk about? Hurley's over here fucking slinging football helmets.
Real quick.
I was kind of hoping we could get one more into this.
Yeah, me too.
What are you doing? Half hour here? That's all right. Look at all this shit. Everybody's watching bang, 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 and we're running out of fucking battery. And we don't understand why.
Next time I'll just bring my actual desktop.
I should have listened to my wife. Maybe I should have brought the other laptop.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Again, if it's plugged in and it's charging, why is it not?
Well, over time,
do you not have a hardline plug for it?
It's in. Yeah, that's how you charge it.
Is it? Mine's got an actual
Tilda?
Yes.
Was it black? And did you, after a poker tournament, you spit a ring on the table?
No.
Okay.
That happened once.
Should we call on it? Is that possible?
We can. We could probably see if we can let this thing charge for a little bit and get it back up to 30%, and then do one more for another half hour. I mean, I guess we're just gonna do a few half-hour shows. This is the most baffling thing ever, and I'm not even a tech guy as to why a laptop is plugged into a power source, which is drawing power and completely just keeps going down.
I don't know. I don't care.
Down. He says that, but he does care.
I do care.
Inside, it's hurting a lot.
I'm annoyed by it.
I wish you guys would notice this guy just laughed at us on the way out.
Oh,
He's
I know.
These whippersnappers.
Yeah. This is the craziest thing ever, watching his battery settings. And once that fucking thing goes,
Yeah, once we go live, it's just like, dude, it was at 100%.
yeah. And then, dude, they went down fast as fuck.
Back up, back down.
But the screen on usage went down.
Yeah.
It went down as fast as a witch during a full moon under a bridge.
Hey, I heard bridges are where it's at. They have extra power under there. Chakras and shit. But then look, it went down and it went bumped back up again.
Yeah, I do appreciate a chick that dresses like a witch. I like the flowy dresses. I like the no bra. They bend over, you see the tits.
Is it because you are what's the word I'm looking for? Not a genie.
Gypsy. Yeah, very gypsy-ish, Like, did she have a bush or no bush?
No bush. Bush.
Good for her.
So she believes in razor blades.
She does. Yeah. And I was grateful. Yeah. So here's a part that we didn't get to before because she
cursed us.
Now that we're talking about it, just let it go.
Yeah, it's fine.
So when we got there, it was a park. Like I said, we were swinging on a swing.
Oh,
and she's like, she said the whole thing like, it's a reset every 30 days. You mentally reset, like you get a new start after 30 days. And she lit a candle and said, "Hold this." And like we talked for a while, and then I'm like, "Yeah, this wax is like dripping on my hands,
like a Ricky Martin video."
Yeah. And then, you know, it was burning my hands and shit. But long story short, like I said, we ended up under the pier, and it was a great night. And part I left out before is when I went home, I had seaweed on my cock. Yeah. So like
At what point were you in the water?
We weren't. It was like by a pier, and like, you know. And I said, you know what? I saved the text to confirm that she had a good time, and right there it says,
"You have to." Yeah.
Right there it says, "Oh,
did you have my seaweed on your cock?"
Yeah. Well, she said,
I want it
"Oh, then
back.
I must have seaweed in my vagina too." And then it was just unprecedented. Like I'm no prude, but I never banged a witch under a pier up to that point. So you can cross that off my list. Yeah.
And sometimes you have a list and you don't even know that thing should be on the list.
Yeah.
You know, like
you have a bucket list, but you don't even know that.
Bang the witch, got it.
Yeah.
And she was hot. And that up is because I have banged women that look like Shrek, and like you know, so she was.
Dude, as friends for as long as we've been friends, at no point were any of us like, you know, back in the day when we were single and everything and whatever, none of us ever said I only bang 9s or above.
Right.
We all have stories about awful looking girls that we have had relations with because of the circumstances. We've never shied away from telling each other these stories while we're all laughing at each other. Because the best part was, I can laugh at you for telling me one of those stories, and you can laugh at me, and then Hurley will tell me a story. I can laugh at him, and it just comes full circle because it happens. We're not.
What surprises me is, you know, as you get older, having like on-demand dick. You know, like when you're 19 and you have a shot in a bathroom somewhere, it's just magically hard.
Yeah.
You know, now you got to do like mental gymnastics to get a fucking boner, you know?
You walk out of the bathroom and just because a girl smile at you on your way in, you have a boner, you got to tuck it into your waistband.
You piss in someone's window.
Yeah. Just to leave a bathroom, you're like, what the fuck? And now at these days, it's like,
the worst thing Tanya could ever say is like, hey, tonight at 9:30, we're going to fuck. And my dick's like, you should watch, you know, like my dick.
But I'm watching Matlock.
Yeah.
I have like 84 Viagra in my car, so we're good.
Yeah.
That was one of the things I knew both of you guys have dick pills around. I was like, we should all get waters and use this fun little game that Chris likes to play. Throw something in each water and switch them up and see what happens. Like you did at the Michigan game 2 years ago.
But all of a sudden, Hurley's hard without a fucking Viagra.
Wait, did you get the Viagra one? No, I think mine was just regular.
We have Army helmets on and shit.
That never happened.
Yeah, at the Michigan game, behind us were these like kids, and in this like little
sat behind us from day one. They're literally Christy's first game. She was taking a selfie because the scoreboard was up behind us. These fuckers are in our picture. They're in every one of our pictures, and they've been at every game we've been to, and they're fucking cool. They're young, right?
Yeah. So I had turn you up a little bit. So I had Mexican Ritalin.
Not even sure what that is, but I'll try it if you got some.
No, I wish I did. I ran out. But Ritalin I bought in Mexico, and also like Viagra.
And you had one other thing in there.
That's kind of it.
Orbit?
So
I don't know what.
So we were playing like fucking roulette. I'm like, all right, so you're gonna. So I'm taking shit out and just dropping it in people's hands.
Yeah, he's pulling out of that pen, and the guy hits me in the shoulder,
and it could possibly be bad.
Yeah.
And he even tells him, he's like, "This is roulette. I don't know what these are. Whatever you get,
they're the same looking pill. They're small and white. You know, the other Viagra's, And so these guys were just eating them like fucking like a Pez dispenser.
Fuck it, let's go. And
one guy's doing math. The other guy's fucking just.
Was it Jimmy Chan?
Your girlfriend has a mustache. So he goes to another game, Like a year
2
later.
weeks no, this was weeks later. I go to the game, and he fucking taps me in the shoulder, and he goes, "Bro, don't bring that dude again." Like, why? He goes, "Well, one of us was fucking Goodwill Hunting, and the other one was fucking Pee Wee Herman." He goes, "I don't know what the fuck happened." I'm like, "I don't either." The rest of that night,
I think we were good. I
didn't take any of them.
loose in the city, we handled ourselves very good.
You got a little sketchy, and we shut that down at the end of the night.
There's always a time where I go, let's turn it up a little bit, you know?
I need
someone there with me to go, let's not turn it up. You know?
I turn my back and he whispers to the bartender, "We need fucking 4 Dos Equis and we need some shots of tequila." And I go, "What did he just say to you?" I go, "Give us 2 more Busch Lights," and you could just see the deadness in Chris's eyes at that moment. I'm like, "We need to go."
Yeah, the older I get, the more I get like shark eyes. They're just like fucking
just dead
doll eyes, like, you know.
You just see it. It's like, okay, we're done here.
I think at a certain point in your life, the spirit drains out of you, and that's what you're left with.
Oh no, we're done again. Spirit.
Yeah. Here it goes.
Our battery did go up.
It's I don't get it. Maybe if Steve Jobs was still alive, he could figure it out. But
we should ask Stephen Hawking.
You know, that guy died because he didn't believe in medicine, so he gets cancer, operable cancer. Says I'm going to have fruit, so he eats like a bunch of bananas and dies. You're Steve Jobs.
Tough lesson, man.
Yeah, you obviously believe in tech. You obviously believe in science. You're Steve Jobs.
Science.
And he's like, I'm going to have 9 bananas, and that's going to cure it. Not good.
And you just rely on everybody's thoughts and prayers.
All right, we'll get out of here. We'll let it charge for a little bit. We're going to have some beers. And
we might try to come back for one more. Thank you, everyone that has participated in this bullshit.
Later, Gooks.